Right now, northbound lanes on the interstate near Beloit are back open following a fire on the highway. Plus, rescue crews are searching through debris for any signs of life after powerful earthquakes hit Turkey and Syria. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark Haim. New at noon, northbound lanes of I-3990 are back open hours after they were closed due to a fire. The incident was reported just before midnight near East Woodman Road, north of Beloit. Portions of the road were closed for nearly 11 hours while state patrol crews put out the fire and cleared debris. They've not released any more details. It's unclear what was on fire and what caused it. Right now, Madison police are searching for a suspect who police believe is linked to a murder. An off-duty officer reported a suspicious vehicle they believe was carrying the suspect last night. A pursuit began, but the car was later found with no one inside. Canines searched the area and nearby homes but didn't find anything. Police have not released a description of the suspect. Police are also investigating after a 67-year-old man died while following a crash on the city's north side. Investigators last night say a vehicle was turning left onto Anhalt Drive when it was hit from behind by a vehicle driving north on Packers Avenue. A 67-year-old man was injured and taken to the hospital where he later died. Police are asking anyone with information to contact them at the number you see on the screen. Let's head out to the weather patio now. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at her first warned forecast as we begin another work week. Not bad today.
Yeah, not bad. It was a really chilly start to our morning, but now we got a little bit of sun and a little bit of a wind out here, and that southerly wind is bringing in some warmer temperatures, and we have risen above freezing. Currently 33 in Madison, 32 in Janesville. So a milder noon hour. Sun, we're kind of losing a little bit of that sunshine. We do have some high thin clouds that have been streaming on in, but the winds have been up there. Right now, 17-mile-per-hour winds out of the south, and that's what's bringing us some milder temperatures. Looking at upper 30s today, thickening clouds throughout the afternoon. It will be windy with these southerly winds up there at 15 to 25. We are looking at some rain showers moving in tonight, but a more significant system that'll bring us some rain and snow. We'll have more details on that late week storm system coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Kelly, I'll see you then. Thank you. Happening now, rescue crews are searching through debris for any signs of life after a powerful earthquake rocked parts of Turkey and Syria. More than 2,300 people are dead and thousands more are injured. The 7.8 magnitude earthquake toppled hundreds of buildings with damage stretching hundreds of miles. Just hours after the first, the region was hit with another powerful earthquake and dozens of aftershocks. Turkey sits on one of the world's most active fault lines and is often shaken by earthquakes, but officials say this is one of the strongest to hit the area. The Biden administration is facing criticism for shooting down a Chinese spy balloon that traveled through U.S. airspace. China accuses the U.S. of using indiscriminate force when a U.S. military jet fired a single missile at the aircraft off the South Carolina coast on Saturday. A time and place President Biden says was the safest option. Republican critics say the Biden administration should have acted sooner. The White House officials argue closely observing the balloon before shooting it down further confirmed its mission was surveillance.
This is part of a broad campaign to extract as much data and information as the Chinese Communist Party can to gain an advantage over us.
White House officials say similar Chinese spy balloons have entered U.S. airspace before, and on Friday, another was spotted over Latin America. The Biden administration is now considering further actions against China. The full Senate is expected to receive a classified briefing on China's spy capabilities next week. New at noon, hundreds of convenient food products are being recalled for possible listeria contamination. The recall includes a long list of ready-to-eat sandwiches, salads, yogurts, wraps, and other grab-and-go products sold the last week of January. Items have the Fresh Creative Cuisine label on the bottom and a fresh through or sell-through date ranging from January 31st to February 6th. Big stars including Beyonce, Harry Styles, and Lizzo were among the big winners at the 65th Annual Grammy Awards last night. Harry Styles took home the Grammy Award for Album of the Year for Harry's House. Bonnie Raitt was visibly shocked to win Song of the Year, beating out superstars including Beyonce and Taylor Swift. And speaking of Beyonce, she picked up 4 more awards, bringing her total to 32, making her the most celebrated artist in Grammy history. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon, including another Powerball jackpot drawing tonight And toy maker Mattel looks to be more inclusive with the new doll. That's coming up in the Money Watch report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
A couple of friends and a lot of family. Thought it looked very nice.
I felt like spending the money in here was the best choice, and I feel like it will definitely raise the value of my home.
It's easy to get the kitchen of your dreams on a budget you can afford with cabinet refacing from Mad City Kitchens. Installed in as little as 2 days with upgrades like pull-out shelves and soft close doors and drawers. Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers, an A+ rating with the BBB, and now it's our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of a cabinet refacing project with 60 months, 0% interest, senior and military discounts. Plus, call during this program for a free $60 restaurant.com gift card with in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
This year, say yes.
I couldn't be more thrilled with my results. I'm over the moon happy. Look at that waist.
Yes to confidence.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
Yes to a new shape.
These are my results. I am so happy.
Yes to a new you.
I'm Dr. Elena Vega. Imagine you could remove this much fat from multiple areas all at one time.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I have the flattest tummy that I've had in 25 years.
I'm able to wear things that I never thought I would wear again.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
Find out how you can get $250 off with our New Year exclusive offer. Call 1-800-993-0752 or go to sonobello.com.
Don't delay. The Brothers Maine President's Day sale is happening now. Shop local and save with tremendous deals on Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana appliances. We have the area's largest selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
The nation's unemployment rate is at its lowest level in more than 50 years at 3.4%. That's after U.S. employers added a stunning 517,000 jobs in January, despite rising layoffs in the tech industry and the Federal Reserve's rate hikes to curb inflation. There are only a few hours left to get your tickets for tonight's Powerball drawing. The whopping $747 million jackpot is Powerball's fifth largest, with a cash option of just over $400 million. And in pursuit of inclusivity, Mattel says it's offering a Chelsea doll with scoliosis. Barbie's little sister comes with a curvature in the spine and a removable back brace. The toy company says it hopes the new Chelsea doll will help normalize back braces for the hundreds of thousands of children affected by scoliosis in the U.S. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials down 73 points, as is the NASDAQ. The S&P 500 down 29. Our call for action volunteers are in the building, taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You're taking a live look at the Call for Action studio. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can call for action right now at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. We'll have your egg prices next, along with Kelly's first warn weather. And then today on Live at 4, we'll further recap the winners and surprises from the 65th Annual Grammy Awards. That's at 4.
All you have to do is point.
Yes!
1-800-GOT-JUNK can make it disappear.
And that's why they all start dancing.
Woo!
Any first item removed, just $49.
Are your kitchen cabinets scuff, stained, or just outdated? Chances are the frames themselves are still in great shape, so don't replace, reface. Call Mad City Kitchens, your trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing, with scratch and stain-resistant surfaces. Colors including satin white, Kodiak, candlelight, and more. Add soft close doors and drawers and a Lazy Susan. Installed in as little as 2 days, back to the lifetime warranty. Remember to ask about our price lock guarantee. Plus, don't miss out on our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of a cabinet refacing project with 60 months, 0% interest. Senior and military discounts, plus last chance to call during this program for a free $60 restaurant.com gift card with in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
All you have to do is point. Yes!
1-800-GOT-JUNK can make it disappear.
And that's why they all start dancing. Woo! Any first item removed, just $49.
Every weekday, the Jennifer Hudson Show will fill your cup.
I had to get my good sip in today.
And on my next show,
It's good, too.
the gorgeous Megan Good.
I can't wait.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Unhappy with your banking experience? It might be worth it to make a switch. But where do you start?
Tomorrow we have expert tips to help you get more bang for your bucks.
And we'll be watching a storm system later in the week. Will it bring rain, snow, or both? Join us tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
And Pam is out of the radio barn today, so here are your farm numbers. Your first warm weather, meteorologist Kelly Slipska out on the weather patio. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah, good afternoon. It is a pretty nice noon hour here. We just have some high, thin clouds. The temperatures have warmed up quite a bit. There is a bit of a wind, though, and quite a difference this morning. We really bottomed out. We got down to 8 degrees for the overnight low here in Madison. A lot of single numbers, even below 0 in Black River Falls. But now temperatures have warmed above freezing, so quite a climb because of that southerly wind. And we've seen some sunshine this morning. The clouds are starting to thicken up a little bit. Right now we're sitting at 33 in Madison. Across Dane County, fairly uniform temperatures. 31 off to the southwest in Verona, 35 in Middleton, and 31 to the north. So we've got temperatures above freezing, at least in most locations this morning. And now, this afternoon now, we are looking at some light rain to be developing. That'll be coming in tonight. So all day long into the early evening, we should be okay. But after 8 o'clock, no guarantees. Looks like it'll be brief system that'll move through fairly quickly in just light amounts. A more significant storm system will be arriving later Thursday into Friday. This will bring in some rain, and then rain, snow, and then all snow. Right now, it just depended on the track, is kind of bringing a little bit of difficulty in how much accumulation we can expect. But we are expecting some accumulation with that as we go into the later part of the week. Now, this first system right now is off to our west. We're going to be on the warm side of it, so temperatures will be well above freezing as we start to see this precipitation move in, and that'll be coming in tonight. Right now, we do have some of those winds already, 10 to 20 miles per hour across the area. We could see some gusts up to 25 miles per hour, and it's not going to diminish anytime soon. It'll continue right in the evening hours. A southerly wind will keep our temperatures mild even into the evening. We may be flirting with 40 degrees as some of that rain starts to spread on in later this evening. Right now, temperatures warming through the upper 30s, getting close to 40 for some as those clouds continue to thicken up. As you notice, it will be dry throughout the afternoon into the early evening hours, so no problems on the commute home from work or school. We're looking at some of that rain moving in after 8 o'clock or so, and then I'm expecting some light showers on and off up until about midnight before all that starts to wind down. And as you notice, temperatures will be well above freezing, so we're not expecting any of this to freeze on contact overnight tonight, so no freezing possibilities. Starting with some clouds in the morning tomorrow, and then we should see some sun tomorrow afternoon. That's a transition to our next storm system that will be arriving. It looks like Thursday morning. Mainly initially some rain, maybe a little bit of mix as some of that precipitation moves on in. Eventually we'll be turning cold enough that we could see some accumulating snow, at least likely seeing some accumulating snow. As mentioned before, still a little bit uncertain how much we can expect, but at least some accumulation going into Friday. It's going to be a longer duration storm system for us. So 39 today with the clouds thickening up. It's going to be windy right through this evening with some of that rain spreading in later this evening. We clear out tomorrow. Wednesday looks mild and dry, and then our system comes in late Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Rain and snow, and then changing to all snow. We are looking at some accumulation toward the end of the week. Briefly turning cooler, but as you can see, the extended forecast, first warn forecast out for the next 10 days, looking at above average temperatures, maybe flirting with 40 on Valentine's Day next week.
Middle of February.
Yeah, I know. We're almost, are we almost over the hump?
We're getting, I think we are.
Okay.
All right, let's
I'll
say
take
we
it.
are.
Okay.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Are you shopping for a new TV ahead of the Super Bowl Sunday? We have some tips on some of the best deals to look for. If you're shopping on a budget, CNET experts recommend the 50-inch TCL 4 series. It costs around $300. They say if you're looking for the biggest bang for your buck, the 65-inch TCL 6 series might be right for you. You can find it for under $1,000. OLED displays offer great picture quality, but they do cost more.
LG C2 OLED, really the hands-down best OLED TV that I've seen. It's got excellent picture quality, a really bright picture. It's available in a nice range of sizes as well that not every OLED TV is.
For the optimal Super Bowl viewing experience, experts recommend setting your TV to movie or cinema mode and then boost the brightness. They say you'll notice a big difference when you tune in on Sunday. Well, Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen now with a recipe that begins with something made in an old hula hoop factory.
If you haven't heard about, tasted, or embraced sriracha yet, then what in the world are you waiting for? What started as a spicy sauce that was mostly found in Asian cooking is now everywhere. It's actually pronounced sriracha, but most of us just say sriracha. So here are the basics. Sriracha can best be described as a cross between ketchup and hot sauce. In the U.S., it's made from red jalapeno chili peppers and garlic in a factory outside of L.A. that used to make hula hoops. Today, we find it not only in our markets, but in everything from fast food favorites to all sorts of snack foods. An ounce per ounce, sriracha sauce is about 20% less than the cost of traditional hot sauce. So with all it has going for it, you can bet we're seeing it in more and more recipes. Recipes like these short ribs that are not only fall apart tender, but the combo of the sriracha, honey, and the lime makes them irresistible. No, not too hot, but I would say super flavorful and a nice change of pace. The recipe for our sriracha short ribs is online now. It is ready for you to add a little spice to your life, or shall I say to your table. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a sriracha kind of way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
And ahead of noon, Lisa Briggs of the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call, 608-270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after this.
Now, First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
In need of home repairs? From stairs and railings to roofing and plumbing, Habitat Dane County works alongside families to ensure safe, stable housing for years to come. Qualifications are based on income, need, and willingness to partner. Don't delay. Apply today.
Are you a T-Mobile customer in Wisconsin? Recently, T-Mobile disclosed that 37 million customer accounts were hacked, putting your personal information at risk. Don't let identity theft ruin your credit score and cost you thousands of dollars. Call Lawton & Cates for a free consultation and learn your rights.
Memories matter. This bend on Cox Hollow Lake was one of Dad's favorite fishing holes. Crest Funeral and Cremation Service helped us make sure he's never forgotten. Making it personal. It's how you heal. We are Crest. We truly believe your memories matter.
Is your house frustratingly cold? Here's some good news. You can upgrade to our high-efficiency foam insulation, and the federal government will pay up to 30% of the cost in the form of an energy tax credit. Our foam keeps the cold air out, your warm air in, with lower energy costs all year long. And again, the energy tax credit covers up to 30% of the cost. Our schedule is filling fast, so call now and get in ahead of everyone else. It's time to stop freezing and start saving.
USA Insulation.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab-EX from Sono Bello.
Doctor, after my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me really self-conscious.
It's not your fault. That stubborn fat and excess skin is extremely hard to get rid of with diet and exercise alone.
That's exactly why I went to Sono Bello. I really trust their team of experts, and I finally got the flat stomach I had always wanted.
Introducing Ab-EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
Ab-EX is a great alternative to a tummy tuck. So that stomach overhang that you mentioned becomes a flat, tight tummy fast with minimal downtime.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation now to learn more about Ab-EX by Sono Bello. Call 1-800-848-9429 or go to sonobello.com.
Lisa Briggs of the Roost Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call, so you ready?
Yes.
608-270-9933. You got some ferns here?
I do. I like ferns. I know you do too. Some of them are a little trickier to deal with, but these are some of the easier ones. So button fern, nest fern, staghorn, and then this cool one here is called a crocodile fern.
Not sunny window.
Bright indirect light, so east, evenly moist. A pebble tray with some water will help because they like humidity. Some of the ferns where they have the really wiry stems with the foliage, like the maidenhairs and some of the foot ferns, those are a little touchier about moisture, but these guys are pretty easy.
And they look great.
They do look good.
Brighten up your house.
Really crispy.
Yep. Let's go to Janice in Jefferson. Hi, Janice. What's your question?
My question is about hydrangeas. I've got one called Pinky Winky, and I've had it for years. And it's getting so tall now, I can't get all the dead flowers, old dead flowers, cut off anymore. Will it keep blooming?
Yes, it will. And honestly, though, what you have is a panicled hydrangea, and so they bloom on new wood. So you can go ahead and cut it back to where you can reach it. You'll see on the stems there'll be pairs of buds, and you want to cut it just above a pair of buds. So even if you can't reach where the flowers are, you can take it back, and they respond really well to pruning. So even if you cut it back by a third, it will still flower for this year.
Okay, good. Let's go to Patty now in Beaver Dam. Beaver Dam. Hi, Patty.
Hi.
What's your question?
I have a cassia popcorn plant that I dug up in the fall, and it was doing really good and sprouted new growth on the big stalk, and now they're all just dropping over.
Yeah, that plant it's an annual here, and we usually treat it as an annual where you don't bring it in. It's a little difficult to get to winter over inside. It likes a ton of light. So I would just see what you can do to get it to limp along until we start getting more daylight, and you'll see some improvement. So put it in the sunniest spot. Make sure that you're not overwatering it because they don't like to sit in water, and just I would say when you get to sort of mid to late February, you could probably give it a gentle fertilizer as well.
Okay, but it's an outdoor plant.
It is an outdoor plant. Well, here it is, yeah.
All right, Kathy in Milton. Hi, Kathy. What's your question?
Hi. I have a strawberry bed, and I want to amend it in the spring. What should I put in it to amend it?
So with the strawberry plants, you don't want to pile too much stuff on them. I would just use like a good fertilizer, an organic broadcast fertilizer that you can just put over the bed. Espoma makes a bunch of them, and I think that they make one that is good for fruiting crops. Otherwise, just a good vegetable garden fertilizer will do the trick.
Okay, spring is coming.
Spring is coming.
Let's go to Patty in Janesville. Hi, Patty.
Hi, I have a Chinese money plant, and the leaves are real sticky.
Okay, are they, what it might be is that you've got maybe some aphids or some scale on the leaves above on the undersides. So look where your leaves are sticky, and then look at the leaves right above and see if you see anything feeding. A lot of times what that is it's excreted from the bugs that are sucking the sap from the leaves above. And if that's the case, then what you'll want to do is get a systemic fertilizer. We've got some different ones at the store, and you'd put that in the soil and treat the soil.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you for calling. Let's go to Rita now in Broadhead. Hi, Rita.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I have a question. I'd gotten a hibiscus plant for Christmas, and it had 8 flowers on it, and now they're all finished. So now what do I do with it?
So hibiscus, the flowers generally just last a couple of days. They need really high light, and it's just not the season for it to develop new flower buds. Put it in a really sunny spot, let the soil dry out between watering, and then once the weather gets nice, you're going to put it back outside in a really bright location, and it'll develop new flower buds for the summer.
Okay, great. I think we have time for one more. Linda in Oxford. Linda, go ahead.
Hi, I got a question about rhubarb. It's been in for about 5 years, and, you know, it's not seeming to thrive, and the stalks are real skinny. We're wondering if there's something that we can use to supplement and make it thrive better.
So rhubarb is a heavy feeder. Again, you can use any sort of broad spectrum granular fertilizer, or with that, since that's the case, you have rhubarb, you can also put some soil amendments in there, like any kind of compost or manure that's well rotted. For 5 years, you might want to take 2, maybe looking at splitting a couple of your clumps. You'd take them out in a sharp shovel, just cut them in half or quarter and replant.
All right, spring is coming.
It is, it always does.
Thank you all for calling. If you're on the line, stay there. Lisa will talk to you off the air. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kelly has one final check of the forecast.
Yeah, it is a milder afternoon now with the southerly winds that have picked up. After starting out in the single numbers, we're already above freezing, even in the mid-30s off to the southwest. It is breezy, and let's call it windy, with winds that'll be up there at 15 to 25. We'll look at increasing clouds throughout the afternoon. They'll thicken up, and by tonight, this evening, we are expecting some rain showers to move on in. Just some lighter rain showers tonight, then we clear up tomorrow. Another dry day Wednesday, but a rain and snowmaker by Thursday into Friday.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.